a rebel who went searching for treasures in his soul, fishing for gold. I found a key to unlock the door to my mind's gate, hidden with some hieroglyphs. Told me about my future and my past, and that I should get to like working and get up off my ass. I'm on the path to move the masses to spiritual tactics. So masters, you bastards, spread it through classes. Live your life.
The veil has lifted the energy, shit that my indigos get that we different. Off the loose, so we tripping, the platinum we sipping. Now the dimensions are dripping. Unless you are different, you won't know the difference, or make a difference, you slipping. You're chasing this chicken, the code in the digits, you know that I stay on my pivot. Your body's the shell, your spirit's the snail, so why are you chasing your tail? They got you so pale, what is that smell? Chemtrails, what you inhale. I feel like evil Knievel. I'ma build we a cathedral for all of my people, so how that they cannot reach you. Power to the people, we are equal.
Hello, Grand Rising, and welcome to Rising with Ra. Welcome in, Mr. Synchronicity, and I am your Sacred Space Holder, Sacred Pharaoh of the Space, Marcus aka Christolight, and today on this Rising with Ra, on this beautiful Wednesday, we are going to be going into the Stellar Gateway Chakra, as we will be doing a self-Reiki activation on the Stellar Gateway in the second half of this live space. And we will also be connecting with an Archangel of your own choice to help assist you and draw in their metaphysical, energetic properties to help activate and cleanse the Stellar Gateway Chakra. And a little bit later on, when we get to that second half of the live space, I will go through the different Archangels, give you a brief description of their characteristics and energies that they carry, and then feel free to put in the comments, either here on this live, or on the replay, or on YouTube, the Archangel of your choice, and maybe a brief description on why, as it correlates to the Stellar Gateway Chakra today. And I'll also give you a brief description about the Stellar Gateway Chakra once we move into that second half of the live. And as usual, first half of the live, we will be doing our collective card reading, and this will be one card for today on Wednesday, and then one card for tomorrow on Thursday. And the reason why I'm doing this is because Rising with Ra is Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, so I will not be live to do a collective card reading tomorrow and Thursday. So I'm going to go ahead and pull a card for Thursday. And today we will be using the Beyond Lemuria deck. And also I have a reminder, an announcement for all of you. Just a reminder that this Friday is Sacred Space Friday in private on Zoom. That is a sober safe space to be transparent, vulnerable, share any of your shortcomings, share anything that you're struggling with, anything that you're blocked with when it comes to your energy. And it's a conscious support group space. And you can also share your wisdom and knowledge to help others as well. And then in the second half, Holistic Butterfly will be doing a guided breath play session to help you release and bring in soothing, healing vibrations to the being. And that is this Friday at 7 p.m. Eastern. If you are interested, feel free to direct message myself, or you can go directly to the link in Holistic Butterfly's bio, and then click on Book a Service, and then Sacred Space Friday. And it's a choice between $11, $22, and $33, and you get to choose yourself on which you'd like to pay. and you get access to the 2 sessions for this month. Alright, so beyond Lemuria, we are tapping into our Lemurian guides as we are going to do our collective card reading for today and Thursday. And how's everybody feeling out there? I know for myself personally, wow, I had a wild night of lucid and astral travels. When I say wild, I mean all night, lucid, grid work, astral travels. My body's still trying to catch up from all of the impact in that dimension. Quite a bit of traveling going on lately, and wow, gigantic shifts taking place, especially with these solar flares. I want to wish everybody the reminders of remembering to hydrate yourself, hydrate your vehicle, remembering to ground yourself, as well as continuing to expand and open your crown and staying connected to your source connection while you're grounding. Really being in that balance and that harmony with yourself. And take time to yourself if you need to recalibrate. Metatron and Raphael. Love that. Metatron's actually basically the divine alignment archangel for the stellar gateway, and I'll go into that a little bit later on, but I'll describe exactly why.
Sacred Space Fridays. This is a sacred, sober, safe space for those who want to express, learn, and heal. I, Kristen, also known as Holistic_Butterfly, and my partner Marcus, also known as Sacred Light 33, will be present for all sessions. In these sacred containers, we will take part in holding space and facilitating breath play or meditation. In these journeys, we will help you to align your chakras and connect with your higher self. As a beautiful addition, we will receive newly recorded drum music specifically made with the intention for our journeys. This will be lovingly made by a friend, Chuck Wilson. He is a sacred shamanic drum maker and musician. This will take place on the first and third Friday of every month at 7 p.m. EST. To reserve your spot, click the link in bio at holistic_butterfly on Instagram. And if you have any questions, please send an email to Kristen, KRISTEN.Hibbard, HIBBARD @live.ca, with the subject title being Sacred Space Fridays. One love, beautiful souls.
But for everybody out there, I just do a overall general, most highest, balanced, whole message for the collective. And in this space, we are receiving clarity, unconditional love, I do know that through these dream state travels and lucid travels comes a lot of expansion, a lot of opportunities to clear, a lot of opportunities to open up gifts and be able to draw them in to our physical reality. So the more conscious you are about what you're doing in those dimensions, which are parallel, ever present, the more you can consciously bring back to your physical reality. If you consciously know how to navigate and ground yourself back in And there's some techniques out there that can help you with grounding yourself and anchoring the codes and the experiences from your other dimensional self. All right. Collective card reading. I want to bring in the good old Palo Santo spirit. Just to bring a little extra cleanse and a little protective energy to make sure our messages are coming in perfectly divine. And if you would, let's take a breath together. Deep breath in through the nose. And exhale out of the mouth. Relax the mind, relax the body, release any tension in your shoulders. Allow yourself to really be in this moment, in this space. Just be open to receive clarity and divine guidance in this moment. And our first card of this reading, which is going to be for today on Wednesday, is Radical Expansion with a beautiful crystal dragon. The ancient serpent. Radical expansion. I mean, wow. Right off the gate, that really makes sense with how lucid and how open these dimensions have been, especially last night. I'm gonna go ahead and read out the book. We got living and loving at full capacity, being unapologetically you. That's so funny, I just said that earlier today to myself. Gotta be unapologetically me. That's funny. Self-expression, boldness, having a voice, taking up space, expansion, empowerment, owning your true power, being visible in the world, having fun with your magnificence, letting go of judgment, creative exploration, radical ways of being. Oof. Get that fire flowing, let's go. So it sounds like to me that we're being told to shine our light, share our gifts, speak our truth, hold space, continue to give unconditional love with grace. Ooh, that was a smooth rhyme, huh? Oh man. Sometimes we spend too much time and energy on judgment and not enough time just allowing ourselves to be and to express our authenticity. Sometimes we just externalize our focus so much, worrying about what everybody else is doing, what they're not picking up on, what they're not learning, what faults they have. If they are this vibration or not this vibration. Let go of all that. Stop worrying about them. Bring that focus into you. Claim back your energy. Claim back your power. Focus on your reality and continue to embody and be the ripple that you want to be in this universe. So then it can ripple out into the world, and then those people that you continuously judge, worry about, drain your energy on, those people can then catch some of that ripple And then maybe because of that ripple, instead of judging and worrying about them, you can start a change and shift within their energy field. It's that subtle of a difference when we focus more on ourselves instead of on others. Stop worrying about others, stop judging them for where they are in their consciousness and their path, and just really be you and continue to ripple your light. Embody the principles, embody the behaviors, the thoughts, the words that you wish to see that person embody, that you wish to see them grow into. Be that guide in their life that they may not even have, which is why they are in their cycles or patterns, because they may not have that guide in their life or that helping hand to show them through their vision the way that they want to be. They don't know where to start. They don't know what steps to take. Think about the world that we live in, with all the programming and conditioning, all the toxic masculine energy, all the different manipulation, the brainwashing, the inverted matrix systems that have been placed in our program. Think about all these things when you start thinking about other people. Like, really think about that instead of judgment or being like, oh, this person's doing this or this person isn't doing this, or that this person is not good enough to be in my energy. This person is not conscious. Try to put all that to the side. Tap into compassion. Tap into deeper understanding. And look at the facts. Look at the world that we're in. Look at the system and the inverted matrices that we have been placed into. And this isn't about being a victim. This isn't about, a sob story either. This is about understanding where we are, what type of dimension we're in. We're in a 3D polarized dimension, growing and ascending into a 4D here on Earth. And we got to remember that a lot of people have been conditioned and programmed and taught only what they know through their family members, through this system, through the government, through politics, through propaganda, and all these different things. And we know this. That's the thing. We are the ones that understand this. We understand that this is all happening. So it doesn't mean that we sit here in judgment for our brothers and sisters. It doesn't mean that we sit here and not give grace, not give open love and unconditional love to knowing that they can grow, that they can break out of these patterns, the conditioning, the programming. But if we continue to just give up on them and judge them, push them to the side, basically say they're not worth being able to receive our light, and have boundaries. Establish healthy boundaries. Know when to put your light out there. Know when to draw your light back in. It doesn't mean you have to sit there and judge people and stay away from the world and not help. And, with us knowing all these things and components on top of trauma and other things that are damaging beings, we are the ones that really step in and help give transmutation, that help bring in the violet flame or the blue flame of truth with Archangel Michael, as he's saying. And with that being said, why do you think we came here? My Starseed fellows, why do you think we are here? We are here to give these people grace, compassion, empathy, understanding, with the knowing inside of our divine minds that they can grow through this. They will go through this and continue to expand. And we can assist them and amplify and give them a boost along their journey by holding space, knowing how to not absorb when we're not in a fit space to absorb. And if you're not ready for that, prepare yourself. Establish boundaries. Know your energy as an empath. Because your power is definitely wanted in this world. And it's very helpful as an empath. Being an empath doesn't mean shut yourself off from the world. It means understand yourself, know thyself, know your energetic boundaries, and then use that energy and that gift of empathy to help transmutate these other souls along their journey. And then this will accelerate our dimensional field that we are collectively experiencing together. So just really remember that we're not here to judge. We're not here to sit here and ponder and push these souls to the side. I'm not even talking about just humans, because we are more than humans. We are souls. And you're actually taking your own power away by believing that you're not powerful enough to assist with non-judgment. So remember, that is your true power. Transmutation, understanding and knowing that we are all capable of growing and expanding and overcoming our patterns, our faults, our attachments, our unsacredness. These are things that we can all overcome. And if we keep that in our mind and our hearts, then we can remember and understand that we can do this. We can assist people.
This morning you said there was nothing so big that we couldn't work past it together.
What the hell did I know?
Look, there's got to be a way we can work past this.
But also remember to have fun. Remember to have fun along this journey as well. And a good mix of fun with focus is a perfect antidote for what we need. And then when you get really in balance with yourself, you'll understand how to mix together fun and focus together at once. And you'll find that flow. I trust that. So I'll read the divination meeting. You are the pioneer of your life. The way forward may be in your dreams or visions. You might find it useful to do automatic writing or intuitive drawing to capture some of the more lucid information. Be creative and don't take on the opinions of others. It's time to think and do things a whole other way. After all, as the saying goes, insanity is doing the same thing over and over and expecting a different result. I love that. That's why I really like to continue to expand myself, kind of switch things up every so often. Even when I have a beautiful cycle going and I'm comfortable in it, it's always nice just to tweak things, upgrade, try something different, because it'll help expand your energy and draw in even more abundance. And yeah, this makes a lot of sense with what we were just saying with all these lucid dreams and the astral travels lately and the really expansive third eye and crown energy that's taking place as well. So you guys may want to journal. You may want to find ways to remember these lucid travels and visions. And if you have visions about, what to manifest or create, try to capture a little bit of that. Whether you write it down, put it in your laptop, just like a little bit of it. You don't have to have all the answers right now. You don't have to know the whole entire thing. but as long as you capture just a little piece of it, you can allow yourself to let go of it and then allow more downloads to fill in as time goes on. So that's our first card for today, Radical Expansion. And our second card of this reading, which is going to be tomorrow on Thursday, is vulnerability. Another great power we have. Furry and feather friends. Oh yeah. Thank you. I'm sure I'll see my hawk here soon. I've been having two ravens. Specifically 2 ravens. All the way back to about November. That have been sitting across my apartment over by the trash cans. And that's like their spot. It's their favorite spot to be at. 2 ravens. And they're always out there, interacting and telepathically communicating with me about my dreams and the astral realm. And it's incredible, you know, because they were out there back in November, and then I went to Costa Rica and South Carolina. And then when I came back to Ohio, they were still going to that same spot. Like, what? So wild. So our next card, which is tomorrow on Thursday, is vulnerability. And this is real strength, holding space, healing past wounds, accepting yourself as you are, sharing from the depths of your heart. Oof, my right ear, it just rang super loud. Raw truths, compassion for others, removing your armor. Oof. So, divinatory meeting, be vulnerable with yourself or others. It may also be time to step into the role of healer and hold space. Holding space means being fully present without judgment in a way that provides a safe, nurturing environment. In this place, guards can be dropped, and a deeper level of awareness and relating can unfold. Enabling unconditional love and acceptance allows for vulnerabilities to be expressed, for the core of disease to be discovered, and for profound healing to take place. That is beautiful. I'm going to read this last sentence one more time. Enabling unconditional love and acceptance allows for vulnerabilities to be expressed, for the core of this ease to be discovered, and for profound healing to take place. And intuitively for me, what the share is, and I really love that last sentence. You know, the more we hold on to things that are really uncomfortable, the longer that we hold on to our truth, instead of expressing it when it's ready to be expressed, we do create dis-ease throughout our being. You know, the energy of that frequency, it gets contained within us, and it starts creating blocks. It starts becoming dense, and it densifies in our being. And then this creates scatteredness, creates dysfunction. It blocks up our meridian points and our chi from flowing correctly and in balance and harmony. And the more vulnerable we can be with expressing what we're going through, expressing our emotions raw and honest, then we are able to release that tension, release that density that's being stored within us. And it also allows us to uncover things about, what we were holding on to. We're able to pick up more wisdom. And then we're also able to remember more of who we are in our true self. And along with that, if we're doing it with others, or doing it for others, we can help give them a gift of wisdom or knowledge, or we can give them the message that they needed right in that moment to remember why they are holding on to something, or why they have an attachment, or why there's a pain that has been present within them. There's so many more possibilities out there of what can come with being vulnerable, and these are just some. And through that, it allows them to be able to be vulnerable themselves. It's almost like a domino effect. I've been in so many different spaces, in workshops, hosting, and just being in them, sharing and listening, where being vulnerable caused other people to be able to relate and feel connected in this human journey. And through that, it gave them support. It gave them upliftment. It gave them a feeling of fitting in and knowing that they're not alone, which is big in this human journey, especially for starseeds. And when we show our strength of vulnerability, we show others that they can do it too. That is okay to share what is going on, to be vulnerable about our emotions and our feelings. And with that, it does ripple into the universe. Not only does it affect ourselves, but it affects our generational connection with our family. It also helps lead way for the souls that are growing in this earthly plane, like the children and the children that are to come. They get shown different seeds, different ways to express themselves, and know that it's okay to emotionally express, to let go, to talk about their truth and honesty, and not be judged for it, and be able to have support. Support has been huge, especially recently in what we're going through in this planet. Oh, I love that. That is beautiful. So yeah, just remember, guys, like, as much as it could feel uncomfortable, or you could feel like it's not going to matter if you speak your truth and be vulnerable, try to remind yourself of these different facts of what comes with vulnerability and the power behind it. And just know that if someone can't accept your truth, someone can't be okay with you being raw and honest with where you are energetically and what your reality is for you, that is not for you to hold on to. That is not your responsibility. That is theirs. And if it's too much for them, just allow it to be and let it go. And understand that they can't hold the space. And there's a lot of different ways that we can be vulnerable. We don't have to use our words. We can do it through art, we can do it through music, we can do it through creations, all sorts of different activities. So that's our collective card reading here on this Rising with Ra for today and tomorrow on Thursday. Today's card is Radical Expansion. Tomorrow on Thursday is Vulnerability. And with these cards together, pay attention to your visions and pay attention to your dreams and your astral travels. Pay attention to the downloads that you get. Pay attention to your ears ringing. When your ears start ringing very noticeably, take a moment sink in and just hear it and just be like, ooh, my ears are ringing. Take a moment, take a breath, and then move your conscious mind to that ringing and be like, what am I receiving from this ringing right now? Ask yourself that and allow the answer to come in intuitively with no expectation. That's something that I do, and it's been giving me a lot of insight and downloads from my guides. And then with that, tomorrow, like journaling down, finding ways to remember these visions and dreams and astral travels. Be vulnerable about them with the people that you know that can receive them and support you through sharing them. And see what comes with it. Maybe you connect some dots about your connection. Maybe you connect some dots about past lifetimes. Maybe you connect dots about projects and co-creations. You never know. Just be open to the possibilities by being vulnerable about these visions and dreams that you're having. Some of us out here that know each other and have been connecting through these different platforms, including Instagram, some of us have gifts, messages, and puzzle pieces for each other that we get through our visions and dreams. So just remember that. Remember your tribe. Remember your soul family. And if you guys don't know where to be vulnerable and share these type of things, I'm actually going to be opening up a new Sacred Light community called Sacred Kingdom, and it's going to be private on Discord, and that's a space perfect for being vulnerable, sharing your visions, your downloads, your dreams and astral travels, as well as being able to be vulnerable about your emotions, your struggles, being able to share knowledge and wisdom for others in the community. So if that's something you want to be a part of, reach out to me. It's going to be $10 a month, and there's some added things that you get as benefits along with being in the community. Just $10 a month. And you get 24/7 access to conscious community to be able to do these things that we just talked about in the card readings. Beautiful card reading. Grateful and salute to the guides, salute to the Lemurians, and may we remember our gifts from Atlantis or Lemuria, whichever one we were incarnated in. I'm gonna burn us a little bit of sweet grass to bring some upliftment. Then after this cleanse and closing up our card space, we will navigate into a new space, which will be our Stellar Gateway self-Reiki activation. And we're going to take a break for about 2 minutes to hydrate, use the restroom, grab our crystals, sage, whatever it is that we would like to do. And then I will go through the Archangels with you, and you get to choose which Archangel or Angels you would like to connect with your Stellar Gateway activation today. And I'll share which one I choose, and then we will move into the self-healing Reiki. And crystals that most resonate for the Stellar Gateway, there's actually not too many because it's a very etheric and it's astral level chakra. Quartz crystals, selenite, And then there's one called Nova Cleae, which I've actually never experienced yet in this physical body. Nova Cleae. But any quartz crystals and selenite are also really good to use. Alright, so we're going to take about a 2-minute break, and then we will hop into our self-reiki for the Stellar Gateway. Christolight here at Sacred Light, and I'm presenting to you my Sacred Light services that are available currently. I am currently offering Reiki, Chakra alignment and empowerment, intuitive life guidance, soul origin galactic therapy meditation sessions, as well as sacred oracle readings. These are all services that I'm divinely offering and have available to you any day of the week. You may contact me through my email, which is marcustut23@gmail.com, through Facebook at Christolight Robbins, or through Instagram at SacredLight33. And if you have any questions, feel free to message me at any of those contacts, and I will give you the best answer I can to help you get clarity upon what could best suit you on your journey. And we can book a session whenever you're ready. Wholeness, balance, love, vibrations. Alrighty. We are back.